You are listening to
Rice, beans, and revolution, motherfucker.
What's going on? It's episode number 35, and we're coming to you from the new Rice, Beans, and Revolution studios in the heart of McAllen, the real South Texas, and home of the best breakfast tacos in the world. All right, so as y'all are obviously aware, we are in the middle of this pandemic, and I gotta say, it's not easy. It's not easy. I've been home for a week now from work, and let me tell you, I'm getting no sleep, maybe a couple hours a night. I can't shut my mind off. I've got too much going on up there, and I can't get a decent night's sleep. And I've never had anxiety before, but now I'm anxious and worried about everything. So, I worry about my friends and my family. So I suffer from allergies, and every sniffle, cough, itch in my throat is freaking me out. And I know I'm not alone. So, it's not easy. And the boredom, man, and it sets in. You can only watch so much TV before your brain just feels like it's melting. And so I've been taking boredom showers. I'm so bored. I jump into the shower. And I've been trying to read, but I can't seem to concentrate. So also having a 1-year-old takes up pretty much a lot of my free time anyway. But it's hard. And we go for walks, and that really helps. But even though it's getting hotter and hotter out there, going for walks definitely helps get us out of the house, and some fresh air. That does help. And can we talk about the boredom, eating, and drinking? So I'm going to come out of this lockdown probably about 10 pounds heavier and with a major drinking problem. But no, I'm kidding about the drinking problem. But, having that extra glass of wine, sometimes it just kind of helps. So, I think we can all relate, definitely. I know as soon as it's safe to venture out there again, I'm going to probably just jump in my vehicle, load up my family, and just drive, because I miss that freedom, just driving. Even if we don't have a destination, just going and driving, getting out of the house. That'll be nice. So anyway, on today's episode, I'll be calling a couple of my friends, and we'll see how they're dealing with this stay-at-home order, what they're doing to fight off the boredom, and let's see. So since obviously I can't have these people in person, I'm going to be calling them up. And we'll see if we can get this to work. Let me call person number 1. It's ringing. It's ringing again. Okay, so they are expecting my call, so I hope they pick up. Okay. Gonna let it ring one more time. I'm gonna hang up. That was person number 1. So far, so good. Let's try person number 2. Let's see here. Please pick up. Hello? Hello. Person number 2, are you there?
Hear me? Hey, did you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes,
can hear
I
you
have.
now. Hey, Rolly, how's it going?
Welcome to the big show.
Welcome to the big show. So yeah, we're recording right now. So I'm just calling because I want to get see how you're dealing with this boredom, because of the stay-at-home order. So what are you doing to like not be bored or fight off the boredom?
I've been watching a lot of movies. I've been watching. I'm actually gonna try to read the Lord of the Rings book
Do it,
because I got it
man.
from Albert, and it's just been sitting there.
Okay, I mean
And
now's
it's
the
not like I
perfect
don't
time
have
for
any
it, right?
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I've been having
Sometimes I will like take Milo out for like a walk.
yeah. Okay, so
Helps having a dog.
yeah, I've been trying to read, but man, I just can't seem to concentrate. Like my mind's just it won't let me. But walking definitely helps. Wow,
Yeah.
is that your dog?
Yes.
All right. So any
is my
weird
dog.
things you've been doing to like fight off the boredom?
No, not really.
No.
I mean,
Drinking?
weed helps and beer,
Weed and beer.
drinking that helps.
Yeah.
I can't really hang out with people,
Right.
so I've been messaging a lot of people, listening to a lot of bands that I haven't really been listening to much.
That's cool.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just straight up leave my house and I'll just go for a drive,
Yeah.
not even go anywhere. Just,
Right. No particular place to go,
sometimes you just
obviously.
gotta get out of the house.
Yeah. And so, okay, here's a $1 million question. What's the first thing you plan on doing as soon as it's safe to venture out?
Oh man,
First
I don't know
thing.
if it's
First
the
thing.
obvious question, the obvious answer. I don't think it would be throwing a show yet.
Right.
But the first thing I want to do, I probably want to get out of the valley for a bit.
Okay.
Just like maybe
travel.
go visit friends in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool.
Because like it's kind of like harder. You can't really do it now with the shelter in place kind of thing.
Right.
So traveling isn't really an option at this point.
Yeah. All right, Rolly. Well,
but that would be definitely something that I would look for.
Cool. Well, so I was going to call Angela first, but she didn't pick up, so I called you. So I'm going to hang up now. Thanks for answering. Thanks for responding. I'm going to give Angela a call now, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you, man.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So that was Rolly. Most of you know him. He's the guy who from Garage Productions. He runs a production company. He puts on shows. So let me give Angela a ring. Let's see if she picks up. By the way, she was person number 1, but I guess I gave that away. Will she pick up? Will she answer? She might not pick up. Okay. I'm going to hang up and we'll try her again. Let me go on to person number 3. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, Carmen.
Hey, what up, dude?
Hey, it's Bobby here. So just so you know, I am recording. So
Cool.
how you doing?
Good. Yeah, I was expecting your call.
Okay, cool. So I have two questions for you. So
What's up, man?
So first one, how have you been dealing with the boredom of having to stay at home?
I mean, I haven't been super bored, to be honest, only because uh
You got a new
there's just
studio.
there's more time to do the shit I want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I
So
saw you posted a picture. You created a studio in your at your
yeah,
house.
man. Actually, before the quarantine shit started going down, I started kind of investing little by little some things so I can kind of work from home. And as I saw, things started getting a little chaotic, I was like, okay, I'm gonna hurry up and buy the rest of my shit, while I still can. And yeah, like about the last week that I had at work, I had the chance to kind of start putting some things together, and I haven't stopped since, dude.
Wow,
Like,
that's cool.
it was tight, man. Like, I'm honestly like, I have the luxury of being at home with parents and stuff. I'm not living on my own,
Right.
and I'm just like super, I'm not lonely. I have the company of my parents,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're totally supporting what I'm doing. So I realize that's not, everybody's case, but I'm super like thankful that it is. But
And are
keeping
you?
myself busy.
Yeah, are you creating . What are you doing? Just
So I've been a producer, like a co-producer before in the studio, but usually it's somebody else engineering. So this is the first time that I'm actually producing and engineering things myself. So I'm actually teaching myself the DAW, like the softwares, on my own, and just kind of watching as many tutorials as I can. And it's been pretty difficult, especially since I'm not the kind of person that likes to sit in front of the computer for too long.
right.
But I'm just kind of fighting through the frustration of learning something new. I mean, it's kind of a challenge,
Yeah, for sure.
but it's cool. And learning something new, and just kind of like, I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between like watching tutorials and then painting my walls, because that's what I'm doing right now. I was only going to paint one side of my room, and then I just decided to paint like two more walls, and it's just like this turned into this gigantic thing. And it honestly wouldn't have been possible without all this mess
Right.
happening.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, okay, for those who don't know, go ahead and tell them like what you do, what bands you're in, so forth.
Currently, I play drums for Los Skagaleros. I also play bass for a band called Blight Night. Occasionally, I am a fill-in drummer for my friend Sarita Cobos. And yeah, just kind of collaborate with whoever wants to mess around. And I also do my own. I've been working on my solo hip hop stuff. It's in Spanish, English, very political stuff. Like gets people mad,
Right. Right on.
But it's
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
right to fucking say what the fuck I want to say. So, and now I have a studio, so it's really cool, man. It's just I don't have to call like an engineer and be like, hey, where can you book me? Like, no, I decide. I can just like wake up from like this crazy dream of like a idea I had, and I can just do it.
Right.
So it's pretty fucking cool. Like,
Hey, it's
yeah.
it's DIY, do it yourself. You learn and you just do it. That's cool. So, okay, last question. Sorry. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, brought to you by Guitar Center. I work for Guitar Center, so yeah, luckily we've got like employee discounts, and I've been fucking taking advantage of the fuck out of that. So if I wouldn't have been able to afford all this stuff if it wasn't for them, honestly.
Right. So, okay. Last question here. What's the first thing you plan on doing as soon as it's safe to venture out again?
This is gonna sound stupid, but I mean, maybe it might be most people's responses. But yeah, I want to go to the island, but particularly I want to go to Louis' backyard and just fucking indulge in like their fucking buffet.
Nice. Nice.
I don't know why I'm craving seafood like a motherfucker. Sorry for all the vegans in the house.
No, it's
But,
fine. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to fucking just like
Be out there doing that. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that
man.
sounds good actually. That sounds really
enjoying the
good.
sun,
Yeah.
the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I miss the most. And of course, seeing my friends. It's been rough, and like my birthday passed, and not that I make a big deal about birthdays, but
It would have been nice, right? Just to
it's
at least go out for a
different.
beer with a couple friends, right?
Yeah, just have some folks over. I usually like to host like nice little jam sessions with homies on my birthday, and I'm not making a super big deal, but just it's about kind of like being together,
Right.
And yeah, so it's different, and I've done maybe like 4, separate like birthday chats with other people and with my brother and family, and it's just kind of like It's fucking weird. Like, I don't know if it's like sad or what it is, but it's just like odd as fuck.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand. Well, hey, Carmen, I'm going to call other people, but thank you for, answering and answering a couple questions.
Yeah, of course. Viva Rice Beads and Revolutions, motherfucker.
Awesome. All right. Bye-bye.
All right, man. Take care, dude. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so let's try person number 3, which was originally person number 1. Let's see if she picks up. Let's try that again. Please pick up, Angela. Okay. Okay, she's not picking up. There might be some sort of technical difficulties going on with her phone. I just got a message from her saying she never got my call. So let me try the next person and we'll come back to Angela. Sorry, Angela. Okay. Let's try the next person. Here we go. Okay. And we should be ringing.
Hello?
Charlie?
Bob, how's it going, man?
Hey, it's going well. Hey, so just so you know, we are recording.
Okay.
Okay, so
All right.
yeah, so I've been calling a few people. You're so far, I think you're the third person I've called. Just gonna ask you a couple questions.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. So, how have you been dealing with the boredom, or are you even bored? Last person I spoke to, she said she wasn't really bored. So
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm not bored at all. We have a 4-year-old, so that keeps things pretty like running around all the time here. And my spouse and I both are trying to work, so it's just kind of this constant juggling that happens from 7 a.m. till when we put her to bed. So yeah, there's no shortage of things to do in this house right now.
right. So what have you been doing? I mean, you're mostly with the kid. You're working on the music stuff.
So kind of all of the above. Like, the way that it usually works is we pass childcare duties back and forth while we're trying to get things done during the day. Typically, I work more at night. So yeah, I've been keeping busy with my studio work. A lot of records that I was working on prior to the shutdown were kind of like almost finished, or they're just waiting on me, basically. So now I'm kind of like working my way down that. The new Palatine's record, Ruben Farias' record, and a bunch of other things that I've been working on. And I've also been putting the final touches on an album project that I've been writing with somebody else, with another musician named Jonathan Leal. We've been working on this RGB future concept album for like a year, and now we're finally getting it done. So plenty to do.
Okay, no, that's cool. So can you tell people out there, in case they don't know who you are, what you do?
Oh yeah, okay. Well, my name is Charlie Vela. I am a studio owner, record producer down here in the RGD. I've also co-directed a documentary about the Valley music scene with Ronnie Garza called As I Walk to the Valley. Yeah, I've been working in music here in the RGD for like 20 years or so, and yeah, that's my deal.
Yeah, and you were on the very first episode of Rice, Beans, and Revolution way back back in 2015, maybe, I think.
On the very first episode, yeah, I remember we taped that. We taped that at your crib. Was it like right before or right after we interviewed Inkbag for the movie?
It might have been after.
I feel like Yeah, it was on the same day. I remember.
Maybe. Yeah. It could have been. Could have been.
You're getting. We didn't even have a title for the movie back then. Pretty long time ago.
Yeah, it was a while back. So if y'all want to take a listen to that, you go back on the archives, episode number 1. I believe you all were on again later on as a follow up. I'm not sure about the episode, but
it was at the premiere, the local premiere. Right?
That's right.
We were hanging out at the University Draft House. You guys were pre-gaming. As we drink through the
valley, I believe is what we called it.
That was pretty good.
That was great. Good. That was a fun day. That was what year was that? That
would have been 2017.
17. Okay, so
that would have been this time 2017 because it was in April that we premiered.
Right.
So
right.
it's almost 3 years, almost exactly.
Yeah. Good times, man. So okay, last question here. What's the first thing you plan on doing as soon as it's safe to venture out again?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. It's gonna be a while before I feel like even after they say that it's cool, I feel like it's gonna be a long time before people feel comfortable again.
That's true.
So I don't imagine you're gonna see like a packed arena sport for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I got to think about that. I would love to be able to go to I would love to be able to go to the supermarket without having a panic attack afterwards. That would be great.
Right.
But yeah, just kind of normal stuff, like just normal weekend excursions, shopping, going out to eat, all these things just that we take for granted that have been upended so rapidly.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the simple things that everyday things we took for granted before seem like luxuries now. But Charlie, go ahead.
Crazy before it's like with the stores, just like normal kind of things like certain grocery items are always kind of like difficult if you're doing curbside or delivery or whatever, and it's like what a big deal it is to like get one of these things. Like we had in our house, it was like a huge deal because we got eggs.
Oh yeah, for sure. Us, if we got napkins, oh my goodness, I was like,
it's napkins. It's like this is what it was like to live through the Great Depression a little bit. It's like these things that are like these things that we take for granted, and it's like a huge deal. It's so strange how fast that sets in.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, we don't forget what the stuff that we do take for granted. And I think we're probably going to come out of this with a whole new outlook on life and the people around us, and I don't know.
I hope so. I feel like as Americans, our ability to like miss the point of things is unparalleled in the world. So we might just not learn anything from that. But I'm with you and hoping.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, Charlie, thanks for taking my call and being with us today. I got more people to call, but we'll talk to you soon.
All right, you take it easy. Oh, actually, real quick, can I plug something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm working on this album with my friend Jonathan Leal. It's called Futuro Conjunto. It is a futuristic science fiction musical about the Rio Grande Valley. And we have an open call for people who want to maybe have their voice in the album. So if you want to go down to futuroconjunto.com, you can sign up this Google form that we have, and we'll send you a link so that you can record something to be on the album with, I think at this point we're over 50 artists have collaborated on this record with us. So we're trying to like build up that number as fast as we can. So we'd love it if anybody listening to the show would sign up and be a part of the record. That's
cool. I'll include a link to that down in the show notes. But okay, Charlie, we'll talk to you soon, man.
Take care, Bob.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Cool. So let's try Angela again. Here we go. Let's see. I've got a new number I can try here. Let's see if she's this is probably going to work.
Bobby.
I got to say, you're a very hard person to get a hold of.
Well, I don't know where you were calling.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what number I have down for you, but this one you sent me works. So here we are.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, so we're recording.
I have a house number.
Oh, maybe I was calling the house number.
You're probably calling, and I unplugged it because it was a fucking telemarketer,
it was fucking ringing all the time. I'm like, fuck this. I don't need a house phone.
Yeah, you should probably
So
get
you
rid
would
of
probably
that
call me.
service and not pay for it.
No, I know. It's just whatever. Long story.
Okay, next
I
time.
don't have time for that.
Yeah, we don't have
I
time.
don't have time for that.
All right. So,
Yeah.
okay, I'm calling everybody. I've talked to Carmen. I've talked to Rowley. I've talked to Charlie. And so I'm asking everybody the same question. How have you been dealing with the boredom, or have you even been bored? A couple of people haven't.
Okay. I was not bored the first maybe 3 weeks.
Wow.
But this week is like hitting me like fuck. I mean, dude, I had so many projects. I know like some of y'all that have me as friends on social media. You saw that table I did. I've been working on my garden and shit like that. So I've been good. But then this week is like
just hit you.
I want to go to work already.
Yeah, right. Like I never thought I'd be saying that, but I do miss work. I mean, it gets you out of the house. It gets you interacting with other people, and
exactly. Like I don't miss like my work,
right?
But I just miss
the idea of work, the idea of leaving the house,
the idea of working. Yeah, leaving the house. Like even like going to get water at the water mill is like
a big deal.
I'm going out. Like things that seem so.
Is there anything crazy you've done out of boredom?
Anything crazy?
Yeah, like nothing crazy, right? But I've been like taking boredom showers or boredom drinking.
Oh, well, I mean, I usually don't shower every day.
Hey-o.
I've been showering every day just because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do. Yes. So I've been showering every day. Like sometimes I'll be so bored. I'm like, I'm gonna go take a shower.
Exactly.
But my lawn looks great though.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question. No, go ahead.
Okay. No. The other day I got up. It was about 9 a.m, and I told Jen, "Fuck this shit. I'm not coming in until the sun comes down." So I was outside all day. Of course, the next day I couldn't get out of bed. I was sick.
Right.
Yeah, I got had a sore throat because I was in the water.
Were you freaking out? Were you freaking out though?
No, I was. The next morning I was like, "Oh my God, I got corona."
You got corona from your yard.
From my yard, yes. I had a sore throat. I had a runny nose. I didn't have a fever, but I was going crazy. But I was in bed the whole day. Jen bought me like a whole bunch of medicine. I took everything. Next day, I'm fine.
You're back to normal. Cool. Okay, so here's the last question here. What's the first thing you plan on doing as soon as it's safe to venture out again?
I kind of want to go to a bar.
Any bar in particular?
Okay. No, actually, no. What I'm first going to do, I'm going to go eat at Kebab Guys.
Indian food.
And, and take a bottle of wine because they don't sell alcohol there, so you can
bring your own bottle? Yeah.
Bring my own bottle. I'm going to do that, eat, because it's a buffet. So I'm just going to go pig out, and then maybe the next day go dancing. I want to be around people and dance, and I just think everyone's going to be friendly for a while.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it is. People are still going to be a little reluctant, but the Indian food sounds like a good idea.
Oh, I know, right? Oh, fuck.
All right, Angela. Well, you finally answered. I got one more person I'm going to call. So this podcast should be out by tomorrow, so you'll be able to give it a listen.
But,
all right.
Well, I love all you guys for listening, okay? Y'all take care. Love y'all.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So that was Angela, my best friend. She was in the band with me, Inkbag. And she also was in the band called Angela and the X's. All right, let's call up person number 5. Let's see if I can do this. Here we go.
This is Ray.
Hey, Ray, it's Bobby.
What's up, Bobby?
Hey, so just so you know, I am recording.
Cool.
How you doing?
Good, man.
Okay, I hope you're not busy. I know I called. I was going to call you closer to 9, but it took a little longer with each person that I did call. Are we good?
No, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So I just have a couple questions. It's of course dealing with the stay-at-home order and dealing with this, I guess, pandemic. How have you been dealing with the boredom, or have you not been bored?
I'm actually an essential worker, dude. So I've been going to work Monday through Friday from 8 to 5.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that kind of gives me more of a sense of normalcy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So I do kind of feel it during the weekends.
Right. Having to
Probably
just
not
stay
as
home.
much as everybody else.
Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. And is anyone else in your household having to stay home, or?
Yeah, actually, everybody else has stayed home. So
Yeah.
my wife and my 2 kids have been here the whole time.
Okay.
And I can see the effects on them, though. You know what I'm saying? Like the cabin fever.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And how is it going to work? Being an essential worker. First of all, what do you think of that? A lot of people are being labeled essential workers, who probably aren't. And then, I don't know. What's your outlook on that?
Yeah, I think I could probably do everything I do from home, except, I work for a primary home care agency, so the providers take care of like the elderly. So that's kind of why we have to keep doing it. So we hand out gloves and stuff like that for the workers. So like I have to be somewhere for them to get it. You know what I mean? That's why I have to go to the office. But another thing that I've been telling my team, though, is that we kind of want everything to keep going at the office as if this wasn't going on, because there's a lot of people that don't have that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like businesses are shut down, people are losing money. So in a way, I kind of feel like we're lucky to be, labeled essential because we get to continue. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. So let's see. Last question here, and I guess it doesn't. I guess since you're an essential worker, it doesn't relate to you as much. But the last question was, what's the first thing you plan on doing as soon as it's safe to venture out? And I mean, I guess you can answer that as, I guess once it gets lifted and maybe the threat of like catching anything. I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited about going to the beach, dude.
Second person to mention the beach.
Yeah, a few weeks ago we wanted to take off like in the middle of the night, but we had second thoughts and we kind of stayed home. But it was like a week before they shut everything down. So, I mean, everything wasn't closed yet, but we had got that urge. Like my family had been shut in for so long, they just needed to get away. And the beach is what we normally do, like to get away, to get in touch with the nature and all that.
Cool.
So we'll definitely be hitting the beach.
Heading the beach. Yeah, that sounds good. Actually, it sounds really good. I was gonna. So for those who don't know who you are, can you kind of tell us a little bit of what you do and what you've done, stuff like that?
Yeah, definitely. My name is Ray Perez. I consider myself an artist. I'm definitely not a professional or a virtuoso or anything, but I've been playing music and hosting open mics in the Valley for like 25 years or so. So something that I love doing, kind of curating the up and coming artists at open mics and stuff like that. So I hope to be doing that again soon too, man. We were doing an open mic at the Gremlin on the first, second, and third Wednesdays right before this hit, and it was going pretty good. So hopefully we'll be able to do that again.
You're right, right. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Well, hey, Ray, thanks for hanging out and taking my call today.
No problem, Bobby. Thank you, man.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Take care. Stay safe.
All right. Peace.
Bye bye. Okay, so that was person number 5. And, thank you for everybody who was on today's episode. I know that it hasn't been easy. Some of us have had it a little harder than others. I know I was considered an essential worker too, but I ended up taking that new leave, that federally mandated family leave. And so that's worked out for me. So I've been staying home and spending more time with my family, with my little baby girl. So that's been pretty good. Again, thanks for listening. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast, and you can listen to us through your favorite any podcasting app. So we're on all of them. Just look us up, Rice Beans Revolution, and make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll post links down in the show notes. And for everyone who was on today's show, I'll go ahead and post their links down in the show notes as well. And if you have any questions or comments, you can always email or message us. Our email is ricebeansandrevolution. No, sorry, it's ricebeansrevolution@gmail.com. And also, I know some of you have gotten that stimulus check. I know you have. So go check out our merch store. We got a lot of awesome T-shirts, totes, coffee mugs, and stickers. So that'll be a way that if you want to help us out, you can grab some merch. That'll be really cool. And till next time, stay safe.